The famed yet secretive Bilderberg Group is meeting in Chantilly, Virginia at this very moment, without agenda, notes, or records. It is thought of as a cross between Skull and Bone Secret Society, Santa Claus, and the Boogey Man. As the heads of state and business of Western Europe, North America, and Asia meet, many wonder, what moves will they make to set a world currency? How should world leaders respond to the likely eventual inundation of coastal shores around the world? Whom will they ordain as the next president of the United States? Not everyone may buy into the Machiavellian potential of this group, though certainly the world's richest and most powerful seem to. Founded by the Rockefellers and others in the early 1950s, its attendees have been many, if not most, of whom we would consider masters of the Western Hemisphere. Thatcher, Kissinger, Blair, Clinton, Prince Charles, Schmidt, Geithner, Merkel, Greenspan, Pompidou, just to name a few. Hypothetically, I imagine that if I considered myself to be one of the political or monetary A-listers, I would do anything I could to wrangle an invitation to this meeting. For as the samurai saying goes, to a real warrior, power perceived is power achieved. Little else can build one's perceived importance in the world, except perhaps by gaining an audience with the Pope. Even if the Bilderberg is not much more than a glorified celebrity golf classic without the clubs, bags, and balls, powerful people could certainly come to some general agreement on issues that affect world banks, immigration, and climate control. But people, let's get serious. Any self-respecting, free-thinking person will ascribe his fortune in this world to one thing only, his faith in himself, and talk of conspiratorial upper classes plotting the demise of Joe and Mary Sixpack is part of the deluded, victimized way of thinking that we are particularly susceptible to during the lead-up to presidential elections, and generally susceptible to the rest of the time. My lesser self may fear and envy the Clintons, Geithners, or Obamas for being on the guest list of the Bilderberg, but my personal resolve to create a better future for myself and those I care about is what will shape the quality of my future. The battered woman who finishes college, attends law school, and becomes an attorney. The young gang member who breaks away and becomes a youth counselor. The cancer patient who rallies himself inwardly, beating the odds and the disease. Control over our destinies resides not with Bilderberg, but within our own hearts and minds. Think what you will about Bilderberg and world conspiracies, but you have to admit, they are something to think about. I'm W.J. O'Reilly.